Ready for the next installment of my first year of RVing and my daily adventure of disasters? Oh, okay, here we go. Day 2. All right, so when we last spoke, I was telling you about how I had no sooner left my house for my first road trip, and I didn't get but 3 miles away, and I flipped off some lady on the freeway, and the next thing I know, my passenger side mirror has disappeared. Um, in retrospect, when we looked at it more closely, some people guesstimate that perhaps it had already been broken once and had been glued, and then just by virtue of, I don't know, why do my dogs always make so much noise when I'm trying to shoot something? Anyway, and that maybe perhaps just jostling around ultimately, oh, I have a dog out. Come here, baby. Come here, Wesley. Might have jostled it, but I still think that it was directly related to bad juju because I flipped that lady off. Anyway, so now I have safe harbor at an RV park, and it's time to go to bed, and I'm kind of upset at all the money I've already spent on this guy, and now I'm spending more money. I thought it was finally road ready. So anyway, it was a blustery and windy night, and I actually really kind of like that. It's kind of fun in the RV, kind of rocks you to sleep. Anyway, things are like banging around, and there's a few things like my awning has like a little pull on it, and that thing will wrap against the side of the RV, and I'm trying to remember if I heard something. I must have heard banging on the other side, because in the morning something prompted me to go to the other side of the RV. And lo and behold, the little door that, covers the compartment where my shore power is, it's completely gone. And I'm looking all over, and it's nowhere to be found. And I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? It's like, now I've got to go in search of this little door, and it's like, I just can't catch a break. That's how I was feeling. And I'm like, oh God, is this how it's going to be every single day? P.S. The answer is yes. Anyway, I'm just waiting for the arrival of my very expensive mirror, because I had to pay all these overnight charges to get it to me, get it overnighted, and my handyman's gonna come. Anyway, side note, I kind of have a thing about garbage. It's just one of my weird idiosyncrasies, and I just like to throw garbage away as frequently as possible. So, it wasn't unusual that I took a load of, garbage over to the garbage dumpster early in the morning. And when I went over there, lo and behold, my little door was on the ground. I was like, oh, maybe somebody likes me somewhere. So I got a little bit of a reprieve. So I snatched that up, and when my handyman came, I had him, of course, put it back on. He wired that sucker on so good, it will never come off again. So I'll show it to you. So now the mirror's been put back on, and hopefully it's now secure. And I mean, I had to buy a whole new thing. I couldn't even just buy the mirror, of course. I had to buy the mirror and the whole arm and the whole thing. But anyway, now it's secure. Actually, it did rear its ugly head later on, but I'll tell you about that in due time. And it wasn't that big of a deal. And now that little compartment door was wired back on. So, okay, so now maybe I can start my travels. So that wasn't like the hugest, most upsetting thing, but it certainly was par for the course in the fact that it was just the beginning of literally every single day something else would happen that needed to be addressed. And this is a short one. That's all for now. And stay tuned. So next time I'll tell you what happened next. So take good care. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to share with anybody who you think might enjoy coming along for the journey. And I'll be in touch soon.